With the 17th pick, the Portland Trailblazers select JermaineONeal.
JermaineONeal in the ball game. Spins, turns, puts it up. He scores! There's the young 18-year-old.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Into the key. Scoops to Williams. Drives to the baseline.
In the corner, missed the set shot. Rebound rolls right to O'Neal, and he'll lay it up and in.
JermaineONeal with a drop-the-hammer dunk.
Jam by JermaineONeal right there. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Matt Bullock was like,
This is the only one in this situation. Sabonis screens they give to O'Neal, and he's with a behind-the-back wrap round into the lane, knocks down two Sonics, feeds to Robinson, out to Ryder, touch pass to O'Neal. He's 5 for 5. Oh, that young Topsy no foul. Delp in deep. Kemp trying to pack it. Rebuked at the top of the summit by O'Neal.
JermaineONeal. Now, he must have reminded Shaq Kemp of some of the stuff he was doing when he was around the same age and a fresh face in the league. Shaq trying to dunk that at the last moment, kind of an afterthought dunk. O'Neal right there for the rejection. That's some guts by the youngster.
JermaineONeal angling to the baseline, running in with a finger roll over Stewart. Oh, young man. At the three-point ring, Anderson cuts back to the hole. Places
Watch O'Neal.
Tip jam, JermaineONeal. 18-year-old man-child, JermaineONeal with a two-handed chip jam, and the Blazers take the lead.
Put back, but give Anderson credit. He drew like 3 defensive players, Kemp, Perkins, Payton, to him on his penetration. Then it leaves Hawk at 6'3", trying to deal with the 6'11" man-child on the weak side. Hawk was
Sunday in the desert against Phoenix. He had 20 points before you could blink an eye, but that's a big team.
You got a center guarding a forward, #1 defensively.
And Anderson taking it up, and there's a block shot. Phoenix, he wanted it early in that game. And there you see JermaineONeal, or Harrington has 10, and O'Neal has 8. And there's O'Neal with another bat. O'Neal will fire it up. Now the youngster's starting to take over. JermaineONeal. Rockets 3-point lead. Francis hops through the middle and is blocked. And I don't know why you'd ever want to catch one of these guys. You just got to clear out. Little back outside to O'Neal, 17-footer, and he hits it, and Indiana.
That kind of thing happens.
Down to O'Neal again, working inside. Tested inside to Rogers, and it's blocked by O'Neal.
All titles. Name.
Here's O'Neal. O'Neal missing 3 of those 4 games. Here's O'Neal.
Tinsley looking for O'Neal.
Too hard off the window. Weber.
with 5 minutes gone by. Nice move by JermaineONeal.
Aaron McKee and Coleman. And
on the wings with Popeye and Leitner down low. JermaineONeal able to. JermaineONeal. Beautiful move. On one. O'Neal finishes. O'Neal backing his way on Leitner.
The Grizzlies score. Sitting low up, telling them, get back, get back.
The Grizzlies' whole demeanor changes with him on the court.
O'Neal.
Because Reggie doesn't post up much. He really is a perimeter guy. And Jason certainly has a quickness to stay with him.
Oh, O'Neal with the gorgeous 360 spin on Vlade Divac. Wow.
Road trip. Game 3 of a 6-game trip.
Nice look ahead there as they run the floor. That's where you can hurt the Toronto Raptors.
With some shots that Jody has delivered. They have given O'Neal the ball on the right baseline. He likes that side of the floor, and he has certainly produced a number of key baskets here down low.
O'Neal twisting, turning. He leaves Oakley in the dust, and he O'Neal. Oh, yes.
Milwaukee did the way Philly did for a number of years. Touch pass to O'Neal. There's a second shot opportunity. Jordan gambled, went for the steal. Got him back to the offense, up by 6. When you run the lane on the fast break that way, do you use glass or rim it in?
10 of the shot clock. Gets Powell to bite, takes it to the hole to left. Leak out to Miller, and there's J.O.
JermaineONeal just getting the ball in the post, and it's just turned right into the lane. Look at it as he goes.
Shot clock.
Of the first quarter, O'Neal fires and hits the three. One hits the Knicks 30 and the Pacers 20. By the Knicks. Nice pass. Houston and Utah went to 2 NBA finals. O'Neal, the marvelous first half. O'Neal getting position. 57. O'Neal over the baseline. Nice pick and roll. So the Knicks, Travis Best has played well. He's in there for the rookie. Knicks have been outscored 49-29 in this second half. Sprewell now. Harrington picks up Houston. Here's Houston. Sprewell.
O'Neal 6 practice, and a nice dish to O'Neal. And we have been watching JermaineONeal rise to the occasion as the 24 of 41, around 60%, potentially from the floor. Muscling in is Philadelphia, and Ali all the way. 10 seconds on the shot clock. O'Neal, crowd wants the foul. 6 seconds to shoot. O'Neal backs, fades.
O'Neal dürfte von besonderem Interesse sein.
Successful as they should be.
Luchado por el rebote Fred Jones, ahí está, bueno, se retira Miller y el otro Miller, Reggie Miller, ha entrado al Harrington, efectivamente. Pues que vaya estacazo que le ha dado aquí Ledner. Y deberían quizá los Pacers empezar a buscar tanto a este hombre como a Brad Miller.
Initially was Shaquille guarding him. And he goes over Shaq and hits it over the outstretched arm of JermaineONeal. O'Neal back against Walker.
Va los últimos segundos de posesión. Hughes penetra, tapón.
Take a look right here. See, Kerry Kittles was playing on top of that post player for such a young kid that he uses the body.
NBA Finals with the Pacers leading the East going into the All-Star break.
On our chest in the JermaineONeal is fronting O'Neal. O'Neal, such a great athlete.
Just came on, setting it up for Duncan, rejected by O'Neal. Comes Jordan, the lead for O'Neal. Nicely done. The East by 3. Nash and Payton.
You'll see it right here. He worked on this exact thing 40 minutes before game time. He was at
Jones off to O'Neal, long jumper. Artest to O'Neal.
Falling the trap of playing the other team's game, which is
Carmelo, and it's rejected by JermaineONeal.
Resting that abdominal strain, and JermaineONeal, his range getting further.
A quick timeout. As Jermaine gets a steal and a
check. That was the case in San Antonio.
Voted in, they should probably get a little more as far as minutes go down. Stretch the dunk by JermaineONeal.
Ability and the way he can get into the lane should be right around the
gets the three on the football field,
and that was the play before.
Cooling down a bit now with Artest on him. Gooden, and it turns out to be a pass to JermaineONeal.
Nice passing. O'Neal wide open. 15 different players have started. And O'Neal and a foul. JermaineONeal up on the double team earlier. Not let O'Neal get momentum with the power dribble. Guinness, nice feed inside. Block! O'Neal and Harrison right there. The execution out of the timeouts continues to be superb for the Pacers. Tough shot. Jackson back for O'Neal. So what's happened now is Paul Silas in the second half has not gone back to the bench.
18 points in 21 minutes.
But it's been the J.O. and Ron Artest show sent
by one. What a pass by Hill against Jackson. Makes the move, rises and hits, and he is fouled. Opportunity to spread this game to an 8. Here he is in one end, opening the overtime.
To the first half in game 2, none in the second half. He crosses the lane.
O'Neal with a left hand. Oh, now that.
Huge adrenaline rush. Great bounce pass by Reggie Miller, and O'Neal slams one. Leaves O'Neal open momentarily on the baseline, spinning around Grant. Nice move. 4-on-1. O'Neal lays it in. He's got a dozen. 7 of Odom's 9 points in this quarter, and O'Neal just keeps taking over.
Pick and rolls as O'Neal scores again.
O'Neal, fadeaway jumper goes, and a foul on Grant as well.
First off, he's doing a good job moving his feet and his body. But Jermaine O'Neal, that's just...
Wade on the wing! O'Neal. Oh, man.
Better than that. And it's just a matter of time as Jermaine...
With the Pacers, especially with O'Neal back, and he goes right.
Pick up Williams, and he has not missed a beat on the inside.
Joe sets up O'Neal over Smith.
Look to be a totally outman coming into this game. Tough shot there by Jermaine O'Neal.
O'Neal goes to the fadeaway, able to go glass.
Well, see, this is the advantage.
Got Jermaine on the other side, one-on-one.
Bang! So comes in hot. O'Neal, tough angle, and he's got that one.
Payne shoots him left-handed. That's awesome. Isn't that great? Make it.
You gotta go double it.
O'Neal against O'Neal, and Jermaine wins the competition. He blocked a shot of Shaq.
No foul. And the hatchet by O'Neal. Mason looking for the dunk. Hey, Allen Iverson with 54.
Low. No, that's exactly right. You want a guy to get in there. As you see here, Al Jefferson, he's being active, guys, but Jermaine O'Neal with that left hand again.
Or make it Fred Jones into the beautiful drop right. And O'Neal away from Kwame, who's already in kind of guy to begin with. Now Kobe on the stutter step right by him.
Kobe gets his attempt blocked by Jermaine O'Neal, but the Lakers
up against Kwame. Kwame didn't fight on the jab step, but O'Neal gets one on the glass.
Because when they get the ball to Kobe on the ISO type plays, they're standing instead of diving.
Catch and no whistle. He's blocked by O'Neal.
Listless. The first 3 games, it counts, and the foul.
Good pass.
And Jermaine O'Neal crushes it by as many as 20. Artest to O'Neal.
You want Stephen Hunter to have the ball.
3 seconds to shoot, and O'Neal gets the block shot.
Rebounded by O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal gets inside.
Yeah, which is unmasked in the league. You're bringing in another quality shooting guard.
All the publicity we've given Converse, we deserve.
Thank you.
Met by Morning. O'Neal fires for 3 for the 14-point deficit. Jermaine O'Neal.
They're in trouble, but if they cut and make plays like this, they can close this game out.
Possession, they lead by 4. Jermaine O'Neal extends the lead, and Stan Van Gundy. O'Neal, another big bucket. Payton spinning.
Payton's a piece of it, and then Gary Payton.
Jamal Tinsley has been suffering for a while now with that sinus infection. Played just 6 minutes last night, did not make the
Quarter with what they did at the end of the second.
Jabbar back in 1970.
Is that number right? 16, Steve?
One-on-one with O'Neal.
Now that's it.
Acceleration by Johnson. He finds O'Neal.
Kevin Ollie has the shot blocked by Jermaine O'Neal. O'Neal has 5 blocks. Now O'Neal from the free throw line. Weber now guarding O'Neal. We've seen Dallenberg there on him, and O'Neal both in double figures points-wise. O'Neal with 10, Al with 14.
Ball in Bombshells Gymnasiums just 7 or 8 years ago. Pretty amazing story.
Strong hold by just under 7. Remaining of the 4th. Game 1 of this best of 7. Here's Jermaine. Game is tied at 75. 5.5 left in the 4th. O'Neal working on the post.
He's got 13 points and maybe a better defensive matchup against Jefferson and Carter.
O'Neal wants
no rhythm in the half court, and they're just settling for Vince Carter dribbling, and finally shooting.
O'Neal!
See, Pistis can really jam it up. Boston's not going to be a threat deep, but look at him loading up on the rim.
O'Neal on a fake blocker working. The scoreboard is not. First possession of the 4th. Thus far. 5:28 to go here in the 4th. Jackson defended Carter. Collins is banging bodies with O'Neal, playing with 5 fouls. Spin move. Wow.
And O'Neal. Turnover. Jackson on the screen. 6 minutes gone by, and the opening stanza here. Game 3 from Indianapolis, Indiana.
You start a little bit later in your offense, a little deeper on the floor.
Fred Jones has been effective in the first 2 games shooting the ball. Rotated. Danny Granger in the lineup, the rookie from New Mexico. Leads to JermaineONeal. He is back, fading and firing. Pitching. Manager at Indiana University, Bobby Knight.
That was interesting when you brought that out of him.
Crozier outside to O'Neal. They're going to make it tough on Miami. Jasikevich is down the left side of the lane. Swatted away by Collins, recovered by O'Neal beneath the rim. Johnson had a superb first half. He had 10 points, 2 assists, and did not turn the ball over. O'Neal from the air, covered by Johnson. Pacers can take the lead with this possession. Jackson double, gives to O'Neal, loves the angle. Benny Johnson will plot into the front court. O'Neal breaks free, coming over the top of the screen from Jackson.
I stay up late. I'm watching.
Pacers lead 74-65. 2:07 to go, third quarter. O'Neal turns and faces on Robinson. He's on an island with O'Neal. A piece of him. 8:56 to play. And O'Neal goes to work.
Richard Jefferson was the one that needed to step up big, and he has early on.
Richard Jefferson's a very consistent performer. Doesn't have the highs and lows of most players because he doesn't rely on just his shooting to play well.
Jackson would have to get it going early when no Stojakovic is not a factor, and Jermaine's been playing.
It's a first quarter league as much as it is a fourth quarter league, and I think players many times fail to realize how you start many times is how the game is going to end.
And that is a fundamental approach. Shot clock down to 4, to 3, to 2, spins. That has been a huge part of this story here in the first half. Nets have turned it over just 3 times. Jackson delivers to O'Neal, 5 on the clock. Now down to 4, 3, 2. Spinning baseline. 6 turnover by the Nets. Pacers have yet to score off of a turnover. Jumper
shot, so that's where he stays out around the three-point line.
He is 5 of 7, extremely efficient offensively, 14 points. Jackson out of the wing. Delivers to O'Neal. JermaineONeal, 12 points, 5 rebounds.
He got to the spot he wanted and elevated up and over Stephen Jackson.
Spin move, JermaineONeal.
Quite the same scoring numbers. And of course, last year, Carter really struggled fouling opportunities against the Nets and scoring some buckets.
Now, I'm thinking at this point with O'Neal starting so slowly, Stephen Jackson's got to get his game going.
Yeah, you know, what'll happen is, well, there's Jefferson looking. He'll let him go one-on-one in the post.
Before the break. O'Neal taking, and there's Johnson. He meets up with Kristich. O'Neal open, got it. So
they're going to have their work cut out for them because these guys are starting to really just slow one another down with the hands and the bodies.
Kidd flirting with a double. Robinson has O'Neal. Indiana's last lead in this game was 6-4. And the Nets by as many as 11 a couple of times.
Game 5s are great, aren't they?
Oh, I'm telling you. O'Neal.
Oh. There's the touch finally to O'Neal. Let's see how Clifford Robinson deals with him.
Got the isolation. Jefferson flirting with a double. There's that reload. O'Neal got it.
Johnson angles across the top of the key. Crozier will pop out, looking to enter to O'Neal. Collins making it tough for him. Pushes him outside. But
what a nice read, but I think that was telegraphed, wouldn't you suggest?
Yeah, Granger picked it off easily. Jackson, the good entry pass, are 7-3 in closeout games. Not because of his three-point shooting.
No, he's struggling with it, but his leadership, that's why that happened. Those numbers happen.
And his distribution, 10 assists a game in this one game this year. Well, another perimeter jump shot offered up by Kidd off the mark. 39-38. Pacers by 1. There have been 12 lead changes in this one.
I think psychologically they're just trying to get Kidd on track.
O'Neal, the twisting follow-up lead. 7:26 to go here in the third quarter. Johnson angles toward the baseline. Robinson shut him off, leaving O'Neal open.
Offense and
take advantage.
They've been very quick for those second opportunities. A 14-6 advantage, second chance points for the Nets. O'Neal after the contest. He has scored 37 points. Picks up the dribble inside to O'Neal. Go back in, turn, and lay it. Johnson handling outside. What a terrific effort by Johnson with 37 points in 43 minutes. O'Neal from 15.
一线单身 O'Neal 来怎么样 O'Neal
to the timeout, they got to go, and Red drops it down. Entry pass on the inside, denied. Not in here, not in my house. You're not getting away with it. He went to Kembe Mutombo on him with the fingers. Jackson. Oh! Have we seen already? Oh my! How sweet it is! Parker, no. But the tremendous hustle by CB4 and a little touch pass. Has Pau Gasol on him. Pau gets O'Neal spinning. Nice move by Jermaine O'Neal.
That's his game. He can expose him in the post there. Instead of taking those jumpers, take it inside on him.
And then he blocks it with his right hand instead of his left.
Jermaine O'Neal. This is before when he took. See, Randolph's not going to guard you in there. Good spin move, right to the basket, and then J.O. This is 3 trips in a row. He gets the basket, now the
Raptors have scored except for Parker. O'Neal plus the foul. O'Neal, strong drive with the left. Hey, did we see that in preseason? Look at this takeoff. On the inside denied by O'Neal. Exceptionally well. High-low feed. O'Neal getting bump ball. Quickly to O'Neal. Back down. Got it.
And they're playing man-to-man defense. They're not settling in that zone. Jeez.
In a crowd, Bryant O'Neal. O'Neal with 18 on 7 of 11 shooting. Shot clock at 5. The cut underneath Graham. Great play by Jermaine O'Neal. Denied by O'Neal.
To the rack. J.O. said, none of that. Get that garbage out of here.
Bending. Foul denied by O'Neal. Step. Another block. 8.
Not like this, though. J.O. punching it out. Gasol. Powell. Get that garbage out of here.
O'Neal. Jumper good.
Tough pass, but Howard thought it was fouled. Here's Carter to the rim. He's stopped by O'Neal.
O'Neal has to go to a difficult fall away and knocks it down.
Well, it's in a Presence fell down, making it an easy pass for Wade.
Using the O'Neal screen, razzle-dazzle behind the back, and O'Neal converts on the interior. He had 9 assists last game against Charlotte, so he helps his team in a number of different ways. Jermaine O'Neal gets a step, but he slams it through as well. So a couple of baskets.
The member of the Celtics.
Jermaine O'Neal with a jam.
Beautiful play by Chalmers.
Leave his feet. O'Neal with a left-hand dunk. What a great pass. What a great pass. Miami missed its first 4 shots. Guilt.
Fake on the give and go for 2. Nice feed by Jermaine O'Neal.
A move by Wade. It throws the entire Magic team.
But Dwayne.
Thank you, Ernie. And Jermaine.
O'Neal looks like he's going to try to attack Perkins. Goes for the jumper again. You can tell how frustrated.
So when they get the opportunity to play longer minutes, they want to take advantage of it.
Pretty play by 12 points for O'Neal, including the last 6.
Got 6 points and 3 rebounds. O'Neal takes it strong on the baseline. O'Neal's going to have to shoot this, and he does.
In a row, you don't change your routine. You've got it's like a putting stroke. You've got to get comfortable with it.
Here's O'Neal. Wade with the left, way off. Haslam.
O'Neal hammers it down. Jermaine O'Neal.
1-on-1, whips it at Nathan O'Neal. That time he wasn't going to get it blocked.
That was a nice pass right there by Dwayne Wade. Everybody was focusing on Dwayne Wade, thinking that he might post up. And he makes a nice whip pass over Jermaine O'Neal.
Hawks started just like the Heaters starting. Oh, Jermaine O'Neal. Serge Amelot. 7 for 7 shooting for Miami. And O'Neal has 6 quick points.
Shooting 69% from the free throw line. Here's James. Well, This is a reversal of fortune. First, LeBron James tries to test JermaineONeal and gets it sent back. And Dwayne Wade right at the body of Anderson Varejao.
Then he makes the pass. Good timing by Chalmers.
Fighting through the screen from JermaineONeal. Good look from 10 feet. Rolls around and one-handed.
JermaineONeal sends it.
Hung up. Drops it off to JermaineONeal. Past a leaping Channing Frye. And he looks much healthier than we've seen JermaineONeal in the last few years. O'Neal, jab step on Frye. And then through the midst of Amari Stoudemire. Turnover Phoenix. Wade the other way on the attack.
Now to relieve Shaq, JermaineONeal. As where is he in his conditioning? Where is he as to how he will fit in? He didn't.
Along the baseline, Johnson. Oh, good block. JermaineONeal is second. JermaineONeal. Jermaine rolling to the basket where he was wide open. That's where we'll be headed tomorrow. Oh, good defense there.
Look at this good block by JermaineONeal. They turn in Okafor. And
if you want to last more than 2 or 3 years in the league, you have
to. Questions, and they have a goal who has played well.
Love defending. Jermaine goes hard baseline. Count it. And a foul. Nice play.
Back. Carter to the rim as we checked it. Block shot.
Spates has it.
Well, that's a pair of hands by
O'Neal. Quick double.
And this is a good one. Jermaine hangs in the air and gets two. Garnett inside Jermaine. Nicely done. Jermaine. And now the timeout.
Little penetration, baby. It always works.
Big run by the Celtics here. 1:08 to go in the half. In traffic finds O'Neal. Jermaine knocks it down.
Big guys because they're too easy penetration.
JermaineONeal. Nice feed by Ray Allen. And JermaineONeal for two. In the game now, Chase and Ray. Monroe has O'Neal. Jermaine backs him down. Good pass by Ray. And JermaineONeal has a chance for it. KG gives it up to O'Neal.
Almost surprised that O'Neal shot the ball, to be honest with you.
I think it was an air ball, wasn't it?
Was that it? I guess the shot clock was still running.
Good D there, and even better play by Dragic. Oh, the alley-oop from Tucker to O'Neal. Exquisite pass by Dragic to set up O'Neal for the easy dunk. Whisks it into the corner to Johnson. Dudley had a little trouble controlling the ball. The Trailers, O'Neal. Thunderous jam. That's what I'm talking about. That's what Jared Dudley's been doing.
Marshall works out front, 10 on the shot clock. Dudley to a hole, gets it rejected by Jordan. O'Neal recovers and jams it. Golden State is winning. Those are the teams surrounding the Clippers in the standings. I'm telling you. I mean, who is this guy?
Puts it in the same spot.
Dunking is JermaineONeal.
Off the bench, O'Neal lost the handle, picks it up with 5 to shoot. He'll drive on Tanner and left hand slam.
Is it Kansas or Kansas State? There's O'Neal. O'Neal busts the foul.
Area where they want Scola maybe to even improve a little bit is on the rebounding end of things. He's an offensive force. Look at O'Neal. It looks like the young JermaineONeal.
O'Neal, and it counts. And he winds up on his left arm. He fell awkwardly after the shot. They don't get a lot of points from their bench, so they got to rely on their start. Nice move by O'Neal.
And that's always been a favorite. And we took our dressing outside of the room.
Well, I tell you, I had newfound respect for my mom after I had to do that turkey. It was tough. JermaineONeal, who has 11 points, his season high is 12. Well, now he's got a season high. He's a big guy. And O'Neal gets the roll plus the foul.
5 on the clock. Here's Sebastian Telfair, JermaineONeal, and a big dunk.
Believe me, this is a guy they're going to look to give him the ball now.
J.O. puts it in.
Back to a 4-point lead.
Jermaine winds up. Good hard show by Josh. Now the pull it inside to O'Neal.
Not very smart.
Dragic splits the defenders. O'Neal gathers and jams.
Game 197.
Now you got an opportunity.
Johnson is open for three. Overtime tonight. Phoenix, which has really struggled during this 3-game losing streak to score the basketball, averaging 91 a game. Scola on the feed. O'Neal with 3 to shoot. Faces up and hits. Conley and Rudy Gay struggling offensively.
Zach he has a lot of confidence when it comes to this Phoenix team.
Jermaine O'Neal with the spin. Bayless comes to double. Marshall for 3, made another one.
Get a basket, just try to extend this lead a little bit.
O'Neal against Randolph, puts it in. Dragic off the spin. O'Neal dunks for a Phoenix lead.
He has a scoring mentality. Dudley on the kick. O'Neal off the wing. Fires it down. Tonight drafted right out of Eau Claire High School by Portland.
Oh, nice pass.
Good look, huh?
You gotta look at the lineup change with Shannon Brown and Markieff Morris. Morris having a terrific game against Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal is challenging just about every shot.
And that time he broad tower. Dwight gets it back. Thought he was fouled. Still 10 on the shot clock.
To the point guard position, but now he's back at the other spot. Confidence is there. And there's confidence. Still threes this quarter. How about that? Oh, Ryan Anderson. And there's a nice move by O'Neal. O'Neal posting up on Lopez. Now facing up. The step back. Got it! And it's just flicked in. With Haywood, O'Neal puts it on the floor. No look to Telfair from the corner. Johnson had that great game against his old team, the Timberwolves. O'Neal the finger roll. Yeah, he is great gangster Zaza. There's threes in the quarter. The Hawks have hit 3 out of 4. Nice move by O'Neal. That's by 8. And the little lay-in by Kendall Marshall. Neal. O'Neal. And vice versa. Good. That's why you're looking good as an older gentleman now. Thank you so much. Thank you. Grizz now 6 for 6 at the line. Wheeling in is O'Neal. Looking good at both ends. Such other fine qualities. Yeah. Here's Scola. O'Neal with Gasol. 5 on the shot. Tough shot. 37-28 Grizz. Biggest lead. O'Neal smacks it.
I gotta change. I'll change that thought. I apologize.
Yeah, that's quite all right.
I apologize.
Oh, look out as Morris gets plowed into. What a play by Morris. Spates all over him.
Working with Westbrook to get open.
O'Neal fed deep.
Westbrook thinking about it. Telfair galloping into the lane. He's got O'Neal on the backside. And then throws up an air ball only to have that fielded by O'Neal in NBA history. And Steve Nash did it 4 times. So that's 7 players. And the new Pope being from Argentina. I just had Viva Argentina. It's been a great day for Argentina. Jared Dudley drops it over to O'Neal. O'Neal gets the steps and puts it up and in.
Rockets are not getting a lot of ball movement. They're not making a lot happen.
Dudley back to O'Neal. Puts it up for 2 and 1. And the Rockets defense is non-existent. Jermaine O'Neal taking it inside for a big 2.
Man dribbles to the right. Dudley with a good feed inside. O'Neal stands no look. What a pass to Stevenson. A lot of contact. Long fling. Dragic. Got it. Goran Dragic flips it off to Markieff. The ball fake gets around West. Oh, what a pass to O'Neal for the slam dunk. Back tap by Dudley beautifully. Dragic. Dudley. Dudley drives the baseline. Shovels it up to O'Neal. And the foul.
Here's O'Neal. Jermaine O'Neal with the offensive rebound putback.
Nice return pass from Jermaine O'Neal. Trying to find Tucker. He's too well covered, so O'Neal goes it alone. Does he? Good look for the tomahawk slam by O'Neal.
And they're showing how you miss layups as well.
The leader by O'Neal.
I would say. Oh, yeah.
Correa. Gets it right back in the post. This is a mismatch.
He's making it hard for him to catch, which is good.
O'Neal now wearing number 20, longtime number 7, and that's Markieff Morris. Out of the triple team, finds Beasley. Right back to O'Neal, who hits the jumper.
Skull up, good pump fake, good, 2 good pump fakes, and underneath he feeds, and Jermaine O'Neal dunks.
Carter's 2 free throws, giving 15 points for the game. Curling into the lane, O'Neal dunks.
Swings it for Brown, to the rim, dish, O'Neal, Jermaine O'Neal.
Just over 7.5 to play in the half. Jermaine O'Neal backs down and scores on Andre. Brown steps up underneath O'Neal.
Indecisiveness on Portland's part. I think it was just good Phoenix defense. Jermaine O'Neal scores and he's fouled. Markieff Morris for the lead. Short. Jermaine O'Neal offensive rebound, scores, and we're tied again. Dragic slobs behind the play, and Jermaine O'Neal says, take that.
Strange after all these years not seeing him in his purple uniform. And you're right. Banging and pushing and shoving that goes on inside.
Pretty play by Jermaine O'Neal. Nene got a hand on it and nearly forced a turnover. Now here's Dragic, and that's knocked away by Okafor. It's loose and it's stuffed in.
Stop reaching. Just play D with your feet.
O'Neal gets inside and scores. One time a big-time scorer. Golden State. And as Anthony drives, blocked by O'Neal. But Jermaine O'Neal drives inside. Layup blocked. Gets it back. Up again. Won't go, but a travel called on Stoudemire.
Let's take a look.
To keep that. What a block by O'Neal.
Yep. Draymond Green, beautiful dish. Jermaine O'Neal.
Get another chance, and here goes Jermaine.
And Jermaine O'Neal to the rim. And J.O. back in the lineup and back in the basket.
Well, he's doing a good job on the boards, really.
And Klay Thompson.
You got a lot of guys out there that can play.
Beautiful give back. Harrison Barnes, that's the way to read a play. Bogut started off beautifully, and Jermaine O'Neal, the center tandem, paying. Jermaine O'Neal banking in, into 7-0. Loose ball to Amir Johnson. O'Neal, what a block!
Gives it to Parsons, cutting, and it's blocked by O'Neal. Off the dribble jump shots. O'Neal got lost behind Garnett for the lane. Flash fronting him, goes right over him to O'Neal, and that's all too easy. Curry goes underneath. O'Neal squeezes it in.
So sure about that.
O'Neal with a running start to two-hand flush. Start. Ooh! O'Neal with a two-hand foul. A double-double for Jermaine O'Neal as he puts it down with 2 hands. 15 points. From Iguodala, nice feed. O'Neal on the stump after the fine.
Baskets and then get some scores at the other end. O'Neal with a little turnaround.
Golden State, O'Neal, hey, that's familiar.
Was he watching that replay we just showed? Or what?
By the veteran. Wonderful pass, back cut. Left hand block by Jermaine O'Neal says, wait a minute, my knees aren't here every day, but when they are, I can add some defense. I can be the...
Had numerous 30-point games during his time as an NBA player. Here's Jermaine O'Neal, still in excellent shape, pulls up inside and hits.
One thing Jermaine can do is get the ball in the block.
Team shooting the ball well from the perimeter to start. O'Neal bumping, grinding, goes up and bangs it in. That's going to be a tough deal for Corey Maggette.
Nothing he can do with that one inside.
Fine. Inside Mobley. Contested by Jermaine O'Neal. Here's O'Neal. Spinning, pushing, moving. Woo! Big move. Putting in work.
See the footwork? Spin move.
NBA. Silas. To O'Neal, wide open, and he'll pound it down with the left hand.
He'll take it right back up.
Big-time basketball fan.
Big time. The beard. James Harden just walked in.
Oh, my goodness. Suit him up.
Yeah, give him a jersey.
Suit him up. And I bet you he played. James, baseline, Jermaine O'Neal.
Two-man game, Gus.
Xavier Silas back in. He'll feed O'Neal. O'Neal bullies his way to the basket and lays it in with the left hand. That's all day.
Easy money. Easy money inside.
Maggette shows it. Falls. Oh, Maggette. Looks like he may have turned his ankle. Rory Maggette still on the court. O'Neal banks it in.
Both teams looking for their first victory during this inaugural Big Three season as Jermaine O'Neal gives Tri-State a 2-0.
You would only be down 1 right now, killer 3.
The block by Evans. And then a rejection by O'Neal.
It's early
How'd he
on.
hit it? How'd he hit it?
Oh, he can smack. He can smack. He kind of blew up on the back, though.
Oh, he did?
I took that money.
You took money from
that money. Me and Mike James took that money. And I didn't even play good.
Nayland feeds O'Neal inside, drop step baseline side, right hand up and in.
Sometimes the defense can be great, but the offense.
That gets you hype. H-Town, better known as Houston, Texas, where the weather this time of year is scorching hot. And even though the Toyota Center is air conditioned, well, the
Kenyon Martin, captain on captain.
3, 2, 1.
There's the strip. 1 second. O'Neal knocks down the jumper.
Well, how calm was he? He didn't panic. He recognized he had 2-point-something seconds. Stepped into rhythm. Knocked in the J. By yourself, Shotty. No help.
Jermaine O'Neal just backs his way in.
You don't think that's some travel there? Okay. Can you bring the same intensity of your trilogy that motivated you to win?
No! Kenyon Martin has it taken away by Hawkins. And O'Neal lays it in. Kenyon Martin missed it. Here's Nate for 3. Air ball. Robin. Jermaine O'Neal follows it up. Boy, the intensity is picked up here.
Yeah. Great defense that time by Dante Jones.
O'Neal, turnaround, got it. Tri-State 2 points away.
Always good to have a postman that can bail you
in the Big Three. And Jermaine O'Neal lays it in.
Well, and again, I like the play at the beginning. Man, see, the young kids don't know nothing about that.
They sure don't.
You know, they think it's just a Harlem Globetrotter.
Right. How about Jermaine O'Neal? Once again, it was short.
Back inside.
O'Neal. Put his shoulder in.
That's when he's able to shimmy a little bit. One dribble once again right to the basket.
Jermaine O'Neal, he made a living with the Pacers. First team to 50, win by 2. Is the winner. Good dish by Nate Robinson to Jermaine O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal was like, nah, I ain't coming out there.
Inside, O'Neal. Swing spot.
Well, part of it, too, is
Cal right up the street. And here's David Hawkins. Inside to Jermaine O'Neal. Left hand lays it in.
Designer tablecloth shirt. Is it a designer? Armani?
I'm going to be honest. Would have went to the half with that point. Here's Robert Height. Missed it. Jermaine O'Neal. The follow. To Height. Yes. He's got 2 straight game winners for Tri-State. They go to the mismatch. O'Neal over Mobley.
A lot of contact, no foul.
Wide open, Maggette. But goes into Big Baby. Jermaine O'Neal makes him pay.
Well, I mean, on both sides, both teams felt that it was overdone.
Here's Nate. Pulls up. Short.
Jermaine O'Neal, David Hawkins, ball fake for the win. David Hawkins. On the spin. Good dish. He uses the left.
We'll go inside to Jermaine O'Neal. Spin. Uses the left. And it was interesting to me. Here's Jermaine O'Neal. He just backs his way in.
Has power in regards to their roster. Here's Jermaine O'Neal. Knocks down the jumper. Nick Robinson in that Uncle Drew movie. The twist there to Jermaine O'Neal. Dropping dimes is Nate. Consistent and best player this regular season. Jermaine O'Neal. Yes! Welcome back, Jermaine.
Stops on defense. Stops is what's going to get us back in this game.
Here's Jermaine O'Neal. Right on two. Knocks down the jumper. Nate comes up with the loop ball to Jermaine O'Neal, who rocks the rim. And Tri-State up 4. This is now for power. Hawkins. O'Neal. Yes, that's money in the bank.
Slightly. That gave him enough room to get it up and over. The taller defender.
There's Amari Stoudemire.
Slightly. That gave him enough room to get it up and over. The taller defender.
There's Amari Stoudemire.
Playing, the third place position.
Here's O'Neal working on Jermaine O'Neal. That's just big boy basketball there. Here's Hall in the lane, rims out. The take no good. O'Neal, and he dumps it home.
He did a good job of keeping it alive. The ball is just enough to get Jordan moving out the way.
Three-headed monster, sloppy with the basketball.
When you get on the low box,